In the annals of history, there are moments that forever reshape the course of human civilization. The 2024 U.S. presidential election stands poised to be one such pivotal juncture, a crossroads that will echo through the ages and determine the future of not just America, but the entire global order. As the world watches with bated breath, former President Donald Trump has emerged with a clarion call to restore the United States to its rightful place as the unrivaled superpower on the world stage. He promised to reignite the engine of American prosperity and economic might. Trump said that, "For too long, we have allowed our rivals and adversaries to chip away at America's preeminence. That ends today. We will unlock the boundless potential of our energy resources, rewrite our trade deals, and ensure that the American economy towers above all others. The United States will reclaim its status." But Trump's ambitions extend far beyond just economics. He has also pledged to secure America's borders, implement a merit-based immigration system, and put the interests of the American people first in an increasingly interconnected world. He said that, "No more open borders, no more sanctuary cities. We will take back control of our country and our destiny. The American people come first." The era of weakness and appeasement is over. And on the global stage, Trump vows to rebuild America's unrivaled military might, confront any adversary who dares to challenge U.S. leadership, and restore the United States as the preeminent superpower, a beacon of strength, prosperity, and unwavering resolve. Trump said that we will be strong, we will be proud, and we will be feared once again. America will lead the world with confidence and conviction. No more weakness, no more apologies. The American century is just beginning. Trump says he will institute a system of tariffs of perhaps 10% on most foreign goods. Penalties would increase if trade partners manipulate their currencies or engage in other unfair trading practices. Trump claims that even before he is inaugurated, he will have settled the war between Russia and Ukraine. That includes, he says, ending the endless flow of American treasure to Ukraine and asking European allies to reimburse the U.S. for the cost of rebuilding stockpiles. Trump's goal for energy is to make U.S. to have the lowest cost energy and electricity of any nation in the world, including China. Under the mantra, "Drill, baby, drill," he says he would ramp up oil drilling on public lands and offer tax breaks to oil, gas, and coal producers. He would roll back Biden administration efforts to encourage the adoption of electric cars and reverse proposed new pollution limits that would require at least 54% of new vehicles sold in the U.S. to be electric by 2030. Trump has said he will stand with Israel in its war with Hamas and support Israel's efforts to destroy the militant group. He says he will continue to fundamentally reevaluate NATO's purpose and mission. Trump would also try to strip tens of thousands of career employees of their civil service protections. That way, they could be fired as he seeks to totally obliterate the deep state. He would try to accomplish that by reissuing a 2020 executive order known as Schedule F that would allow him to reclassify masses of employees with a particular focus, he has said, on corrupt bureaucrats who have weaponized our justice system and corrupt actors in our national security and intelligence apparatus. Given his anger at the FBI and federal prosecutors pursuing criminal cases against him, Trump probably would target people linked to those prosecutions for retribution. Beyond the firings, he wants to crack down on government officials who leak to reporters. He also wants to require that federal employees pass a new civil service test. On public safety, Trump would again push to send the National Guard to cities such as Chicago that are struggling with violence. He would use the federal government's funding and prosecution authorities to strong-arm local governments. He says he will require local law enforcement agencies that receive Justice Department grants to use controversial policing measures such as stop and frisk. As a deterrent, he says local police should be empowered to shoot suspected shoplifters in the act. Very simply, if you rob a store, you can fully expect to be shot as you are leaving that store, he said in one recent speech. On education, Trump has pledged to terminate the Department of Education, but he also wants to exert enormous influence over local school districts and colleges. He would push the federal government to give funding preference to states and school districts that abolish teacher tenure, adopt merit pay to reward good teachers, and allow the direct election of school principals by parents. On transgender rights, Trump says he will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that only two genders, as determined at birth, are recognized by the United States. He would push Congress to prohibit hormonal or surgical intervention for transgender minors in all 50 states. On homelessness, Trump wants to force the homeless off city streets by building tent cities on large open parcels of inexpensive land. At the same time, he says he will work with states to ban urban camping, giving violators the choice between being arrested or receiving treatment. These are some of the policies that Donald Trump is taking to the global stage in 2024. And if you enjoyed the video, then please do like and subscribe the channel.